Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Business Podcast, your source for all things business. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, today I have Joe Benjamin on the line, and he's CEO and co-founder over at CheetahIQ. Joe, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Adam.
All right, so excited to get today's topic. So we're going to start talking a little bit more about B2B sales and sales research. But before we do that, let's go a little bit further into CheetahIQ. Tell us a little bit more about your company, please.
Yeah, absolutely. So CheetahIQ is a search engine that helps B2B salespeople find insights that they need to book more meetings and have better conversations. Companies leave clues all over the internet, and we find them to help salespeople personalize outreach and prepare for meetings in less time.
Man, that's awesome. And I'm going to, at the end of this, give you an opportunity to obviously leave your website or any other type of contact information for a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, executives listening with that are either in a sales role or have a sales team that work for them. So I know that some of them are going to want to connect with you, but so that we make sure the right types connect. What's typically a good fit or a good client type for CheetahIQ?
Yeah, so anyone who is in enterprise or mid-market sales tends to be a really good fit. With that said, we have some SMB customers, but the way our platform is designed, if you're selling to enterprise companies and mid-market companies, you're going to get the most value out of it.
Fantastic. Let's switch it up a bit. Let's get into today's topic. So B2B sales and sales research. I mean, big topic. Where do you want to start with this one?
Yeah, I just think that a lot of people know that they need to do research, but they don't know where to look. There's a lot of information out there, and it can be overwhelming for salespeople. And so that's why we built CheetahIQ, to allow them to just press one button and get the information that they need. And the reason why research is so important, a lot of salespeople aren't taught this, is that it gives you some credibility. It helps you create a better buying experience. There's a way to build rapport when you do your research. So there's so many benefits to it, and it helps you from the beginning of the sales cycle to the end to when you're growing the account after you have it. So it's really important to do your research, but salespeople just either don't have the time or they've never actually been trained how to properly do research.
Yeah, it's real tricky. I feel like salespeople are so inundated with information and other things, or they don't get the importance. Like I can think of, I always try to give people a shot, and sometimes when once in a while I'll take a call and I'll say, okay, so what do you got? Like, tell me about it. And I'm like, they don't know anything about me. They don't know any. I'm like, I am a really easy person to find. So you got, thousands and thousands and thousands of pieces of data out there. But on me, okay, if they don't know anything about me, then how are they going to know something about your average, let's just say, business owner or small business or executive and the content they put out, because maybe they don't put out quite as much. So it's a little bit more difficult. But I think that's a big problem.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you touched upon that. You're very nice. You're giving a lot of people an opportunity to maybe have a meeting, or at least you're reading their email or listening to their cold call. But you can tell as a buyer who actually took the time to write a cold email to you. People don't like cold emails. They don't like cold calls, but they will respect if you've taken the time out of your day to research their business and send them a message that's relevant and might actually help them. People do buy products from salespeople that they don't know.
Oh, for sure. All the time. I love to do it. And that's my whole point. I'm trying to give people a chance. That's the whole point. And it's like, but if you miss the mark and you don't know anything about the company or you don't know anything about what we do, it's like, okay, this is going to be more work for me educating you on how to sell me than anything. I don't have time for needs analysis. You got 5 minutes. Let's do it. What do you got? And that's where I think CheetahIQ comes in, because I feel like take me through. Let's just say that somebody sets up their company with CheetahIQ, so now their sales force have this product in line. What does the ramp up and the training process, all that kind of stuff look like? Like, how easy is it to use? Because there's some people listening like, oh, that sounds great, but we don't want to have to do a whole new, we can't make this a part-time job, right? Like, how does this work? Give us a little bit nuts and bolts.
Yeah, so if you know how to use Google, you'll be able to use CheetahIQ, and I think most people know how to use Google. It's as easy as typing in a key phrase, selecting the company that you've uploaded or the contact that you've uploaded into our platform, and then clicking search. We're going to show you the information that's relevant. We'll show you some other information that can be used for background information. And then you can decide how you want to use that information. And what we do, and it's a little different than something like Google, is it's designed for salespeople and marketers. And we have some marketing people who use it as well, because it has more of a B2B angle to it. So if you're selling to the Fortune 500, you're selling to Fortune 1000 companies, you're selling to large companies, they all have all this information out on the internet, but it's impossible for salespeople to consume in one click. It's just not, the internet's not set up that way. So we've set up a search engine that allows you to grab all that information, and then you can use it for whatever you want. If it's meeting prep, if it's for cold outreach, if it's for just deciding, should I even contact this company, we're going to help you out with that.
Man, that's awesome. So it's kind of almost like Google functioning, but minus all the ads, minus all the clutter, minus all the other stuff, so you don't have to deal with all of that. You just get right to the information you want. That's going to make you more prepared for your meeting. So it's like the dream Google, basically. It's like, oh my gosh, this thing actually works. I don't have to deal with like ads. Nobody's pay-per-clicking me. I'm not clicking on some clickbait from something that's old from a long time ago that I don't need and it's the wrong thing. Am I getting to feel like that's the experience?
Yeah, obviously Google's an amazing company and they have an amazing product, but it's more for consumers, right? It's not for salespeople. It's not designed that way. So if you type in something like mobile and then you select a company, we're going to show you stuff that has to do with like mobile software and mobile experience. Whereas if you type in mobile on Google, most likely it's going to be Mobile, Alabama. That's going to come up if it's related to a company. So like, for instance, one of the examples we use is if you type in mobile and then Groupon, it's, daily deals in Mobile, Alabama. Versus in our platform, we're going to show you the software that Groupon's considering or pains or problems around what mobile is to Groupon.
Man, that's awesome. I love it. So Joe, that being said, if somebody is listening to this and they want to learn more about CheetahIQ or connecting with you and your team, what's the best way for them to reach out and to get more info?
Yeah, so there's two ways. One, they can email me at joe@CheetahIQ.com, and then they can also go on our website, which is CheetahIQ.com, and you can sign up for a free trial, no credit card required.
Man, that's awesome. Love it. Love what you're doing out there, Joe, to help business owners and sales executives exceed and prosper. So thanks again for coming on the show today. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store. And if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Business, definitely give us a subscribe there, but also leave us some comments on the video. Love to know what kind of projects and things that you're working on. And Joe, thanks again for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me, Adam.